These are the credit cards that you need to stay away from in 2023. Listen, I want you to understand that this isn't a bashing session or to talk trash about specific credit cards. Like, I just want you to understand, I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I did. So this is the reason why I carry over 42 credit cards right now, which is pretty crazy. This stack right here is just of 2. I have another stack of my cards that I don't really use, but I have to keep them active. So the purpose of this video is to make sure you don't make these same missteps that I did when I was 26, 27 years old. Okay, we start going out there and getting all these credit cards because, of course, Credit Karma starts offering them to us. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not just Credit Karma, okay? It's all these apps that are trying to give you your free credit score, or you pay them to see your credit score. Everyone wants to offer you a credit card. But the next 3 credit cards that are on this list, there's no specific order, but it's the top 3 that you need to stay away from, okay? Because you don't want to keep these cards in your wallet. The main reason why you don't want to get a crappy credit card, because even if you close it, okay? Let's say you get the wrong credit card and you have to close it. When you close a credit card, it has an adverse effect on your credit score. Or when you close any account, so if you pay an installment loan down and you close it, or you close a credit card, it's going to have a negative impact because you're closing the account. So your score is going to drop. I don't know how many points. Everyone's going to be different, but your score will start to rebound within 3 to 6 months. It starts to heal. The longest data point we've seen is 9 months. So closing the account is going to have the adverse effect. So yes, you can get rid of it, but here's the caveat that a lot of people don't understand. If you close this account, any account that you close on your credit report is going to stay on your credit report for up to 10 years. This is very important for you to understand because a lot of people don't get that. And my favorite myth that people say is you're going to lose the credit history. No, you don't lose the credit history. It stays on your credit report for up to 10 years. After 10 years, it's gone. So a crappy credit card or a bad choice can stay on your credit file for that long. And this is why it's important to stay away from these next 3 credit cards. All right, so I know I said there was going to be 3 in no specific order, but I'm adding one more in there because I almost forgot about this card. This was the first credit card that I ever got. I'm not embarrassed to say it because, listen, this is how I learned about credit, by making these mistakes in the beginning so you don't have to make those mistakes, okay? So the first one on the list is going to be the Premier credit card. I think it used to be called First Premier, okay? I think, I can't remember 100% because I had this card for far too long because my friends that aren't friends with me anymore were like, yeah, go to Credit Karma because Credit Karma will tell you the credit cards that you can totally get. And I got a First Premier. I thought it was, really big time with this Premier credit card, and it's a horrendous credit card. Okay, these are what we call subprime lending credit cards. All right, a First Premier is going to have an annual fee, and then it's going to have what's called a program fee. All of these cards also, not all of them, but the majority of them have program fees, meaning just to join their program, to get a credit card, they're going to charge you a fee the moment that you sign up and you accept the card. So let's say, for instance, I'm going to put it up on the screen here so you can see what I'm talking about. When you get the credit card and let's say you have a $300 limit, right? Okay, so you have a $300 limit on your credit card. They're going to charge you $95 one-time fee just for having the credit card, okay? Then they're going to hit you with an annual fee of $75, okay, the first year. But then they're going to be nice, and then the next year they're only going to charge you $45, okay, to keep this not great credit card open. They have a lot of hidden fees where they try to slap you with late fees and all kinds of nonsense if you get a late payment, which we all know we shouldn't be getting late payments. But at the same time, why are you paying all these crazy fees? The moment you get the credit card with a $300 limit, and then you have to pay, $150, or $180 or whatever it may be, you don't even have $300 to spend. It's crazy. So stay away from this credit card specifically because it has all these harvesting fees that I like to say. I call them harvesting fees because they're going to harvest a fee for this, for that, for this, and you're paying for nothing, okay? So This is why the Premier card is on the list. Stay away from it. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that way every time we drop new videos, you're going to find out about it. If you're trying to work on your credit, link is going to be in the bio. We do offer full service credit repair services, and we have the most amazing DIY credit repair program in the industry, okay? And also, don't forget, you need to hit that bell notification so that way you get notified every time I go live or drop new content. You're going to hear about it first. And always remember, last part's the most important. All right, so next up, this card also holds a special place in my heart, okay? I've never had one, but the reason that this card really bothers me is because people get paid to promote this card. So they promote it to their clients, they promote it to people on social media, and this is a horrendous credit card. The Open Sky credit card you need to stay away from. People that aren't really good at their job in the credit repair industry love to say you need to get a secured card. Go get this Open Sky credit card. They're not telling you that they get paid for it, okay? I don't promote any paid secured cards with any of my clients because one, that is a very misleading situation that you're doing there and it's a slippery slope and you shouldn't be doing that. But two, why would I promote a crappy credit card to make a couple of bucks? Like, that's horrible. So the Open Sky credit card is being promoted all over social media by some of these content creators, and it's a horrible credit card to have. It is a subprime credit card. Now, of course, the reason why it's a subprime credit card is because it's a secured credit card, one, and two, you have to have a really low credit score to even go after this credit card and to be accepted for it or whatever you want to say, okay? But understand this also has a lot of those hidden fees. It has a minimum deposit of $200 and then an annual fee of $35 for absolutely nothing. And then of course it has all of the extra fees that they can hit you with. The annual fee is $35. Told you that. We're going to put it up on the screen. Return payment fee of $25. Now, of course, you shouldn't be making payments if you ain't got the money, but things can happen, okay? Also, an expedited card fee for $50. What does that mean? If you lose your card or your card is stolen, you want the card fast to you, guess what? We'll send it to you for $50 extra, okay? Also, if you want to expedite a payment by phone, $10 fee. Now, here's the kicker. This is what really, really bothers me. If you want a paper statement, they're going to charge you $3, okay? That's ridiculous. If you want a document retrieval, means some old statement or something like that you want them to get for you, they're going to charge you $5. So again, this is why Open Sky makes this list, because it is one of the worst credit cards in the industry. If anybody on social media is promoting this card, they have no moral compass. If you're trying to rebuild your credit, there are better options than all of these cards. Drop it in the comment section if you need to know information about credit cards to rebuild with, and I'll make a full-fledged video about it because I got a lot of great credit cards that you can rebuild your credit with, and they are not secured credit cards. All right, so we got two more cards left on the list. All right, so let's speed this up. So First Progress is another one that's on the list. This is also a subprime lending secured credit card. Minimum deposit is $200. Annual fee is $49, okay? All of these fees for absolutely no benefits. I'm gonna put their fee charts up on the screen also. So they have three different tiers credit cards that you can get. One for $29 an annual fee, one for $39 annual fee, and the other one for $49 annual fee. And it's just a bad credit card, okay? These secured credit cards, they never unsecure themselves, okay? That's another caveat of all of these credit cards. So you want to stay away from anything that has First Progress on it. All right, last one on the list is a really sore subject with me. It is the Credit One Bank, okay? The Credit One credit card actually has almost the same logo as our friends Capital One, okay? But the crazy thing about it is Credit One has been around a lot longer than Capital One. A crazy fact right there, okay? But the thing about it is these are all subprime lending credit cards. Some of them are secured, some of them are not secured. But I chose this specific credit card because it is very deceiving. It is the Credit One American Express co-branded credit card. Why and how this happened, I do not know, but I want you to know that this does not come with awesome American Express benefits. It does not mean you are in the American Express family by any means, shape, or form, okay? So stay away from all Credit One credit cards. If you have an existing Credit One credit card, they're gonna try to offer you that American Express co-branded card, and there's nothing special about it. I think they offer like 1% cash back on some of these credit cards, and they do charge an annual fee of $39 for the specific Credit One American Express co-branded credit card. Some of them say that they don't have annual fees, but at the end of the day, if you don't use this credit card and their limit is going to cap out at a certain cap, which is lower than regular credit cards, if you don't use this credit card, they're going to charge you a monthly fee that you do not want to have to keep paying, because as long as you keep it open and you don't use it, they're just going to keep charging you monthly fees until you close it on your own. And the biggest thing to take away from all of these credit cards, when you do in fact make the change and you close them, make sure that they close them properly and there are no balances that are left. They love to hit you with a $1 and something change charge-off fee, because people think that the card is already done and closed, right? I don't ever have to make a payment on it. So then there's still a $1 balance on it after it's closed. And guess what these companies will do? All of these companies, I've seen it on credit reports. They will hit you and say it was charged off for $1 or $10 or $2. I've seen it. So whenever you close a credit card, make sure that there's no balance remaining on it. And in fact, call them to confirm it. Record the call if you need to. Get a copy of that last statement showing that there's no remaining balance, because I've seen this happen for way too many people on too many credit reports. Thanks for watching, and I want you to know that I want you to stay far away from these credit cards, get rid of them, and start rebuilding, okay? You can use other credit cards that you can rebuild with that are much better, that can stay on your credit report for as long as you want them to, okay? If you want to hear about those credit cards, make sure to drop it in the comments so I can make a full-fledged video, because I got a nice array of credit cards that I recommend to my clients and to anybody on social media that are not secured credit cards. And guess what? You don't get any hard inquiries for. And always remember, subscribe to increase your credit score.